It might be hard to do that, but stay calm, take a breath, and we actually say to walk out of the room, and it might be hard to do that, because you want to bust in and say, "What are you doing? What are you looking at?" And take the laptop or the phone or the tablet or whatever it is. But we really advise just to walk out and give yourself a minute to gain composure because it really matters how you approach the situation. And go back in and approach when you feel ready, right? You have to give yourself a second to go back in. But when you do go back in, you just say, we have to talk about this. And I'm going to let you decide when and where that happens, right? Give your kiddo the space to say, hey, I see what's going on. We've got to talk about it. And I'm going to let you decide when that is. And that might be in an hour or that might be tomorrow, but that it's going to happen, right? And then when you do have that conversation, ask them how they feel about what they saw, right? We know that you are looking at this. How did you feel about the images that you saw? And we really want to take the time to explain the difference between what they're seeing in maybe it's pornography, maybe it's not, but what they're seeing between the sex that or the behaviors that they're seeing in porn, and the relationships that we want them to have that's based on equality and equity and intimacy and connection. And remember, no shame, no blame, and believe it or not, no punishment, right? We're trying to find those teachable moments to build on conversation. And the second thing is about sexting or sharing nudes. This is something that is constantly coming up with parents. What happens if we see this? So we really want to have conversations that center around respect and values and expectations. So what does this say about respect? What does this say about our family values? And each family is going to be different. And you're going to talk about family values. What does your family value? What does your family expect? And then also that this is a part of our story, right? This is a part of our digital footprint. Whatever you share, whatever is shared with you becomes a part of the digital landscape that we're putting out there. For minors, we have to emphasize that sharing nude photos, sending and receiving is illegal, even if it's considered consensual. So anyone under the age of 18, that's an illegal behavior, and there's some consequences that are connected there. We want to validate their reasoning, even if it seems so far out of whack, but we want to explore the risks and the repercussions. And this is a really great time to visit or revisit digital boundaries and talk about critical digital media literacy.
Wow. So, in our conversation, no matter what it is, no shame, no blame, no punishment.
Yep. Yep. That's a really key. And it's sometimes hard to do as parents. But we really need to come at it because the research shows that that's the best way to connect with children. If they feel that they're not being shamed or blamed, we kind of need to put that on the industry, right? We need to put that where it belongs. And that's those big multi-billion-dollar industries that's allowing our kids to see this, that's putting those images out in the first place.
Thank you. Thank you.